Most of us, at the start of our fitness journeys, have no idea if we should slim down or gain weight. Today, I'm gonna show you which one is the right choice for you. I'm Alex, and I went through quite the transformation over the years. I went from fat to skinny fat to fat but muscular, and now to a pretty good physique. I would have loved a video like this because my arrogant ass didn't even get a nutritionist or a personal trainer when I went to the gym. The first time I went to the gym, I went there and did some deadlifts, and then I went to puke because I didn't know how to do the exercise, and yeah, sacrificed my guts because of it. I still drank shit and ate a lot of junk food, so that might have been the thing that caused me to puke that day, but I will never forget the first day of going to the gym. Before we start going in deep into the categories, I want you to install MyFitnessPal. You can use that app to track your weight, use photos, and track your calories. It's the simplest shit ever, and you don't need to go on the web and search how many calories should I eat at this weight. It does everything for you. Go ahead, use it. It's very useful. The first category is the skinny fat category. If you find yourself in this category, you should absolutely gain weight. Now I know what you might be saying. What if I gain more fat? That's gonna happen anyway. You're bulking. You're supposed to gain fat and muscle. You're gonna cut afterwards. You should not be afraid of getting fat. You should not be afraid of, for the skinny guys, you should not be afraid of losing your abs. You want to evolve? Don't main gain. The fuck is that? Gaining on 100 grams per week, sorry. That is not progress. It's so insignificant. If I just bulk for a year, if I even dirty bulk for a year, I'm gonna be more ahead of you by the time we're 25 than if I just main gain for 5 years and gained like 2 kilos. That's why people stagnate, because they're afraid of choosing one or the other. So if you're skinny fat and you find yourself looking like these guys, please listen to me. Gain weight is the best possible thing you could do. Don't do this shit like I used to do. I was skinny fat and I tried to lose more weight. Guess what happened? Oh, and let me say something. I didn't even go to the gym. That's a big factor as well. Guess what happened to me? I lost mass in my arms, in my legs. But guess what? My fucking stomach was still the same damn size. Please don't be afraid of the time it takes to build an aesthetic body, because it's gonna take a lot of time. And now a common misconception along the people that look like this is they're afraid to get too big. Wow, such arrogant fucking pricks. You think you're just gonna go to the gym and look like Chris Bumstead? No, the fuck you're not. Bitch, you're not gonna look like that. 100%. No chance. Unless you got the most elite genetics, you're not gonna look like that. You got a fucking belly and the arms of a fucking stick bug. And you're telling me, oh
No, I'm too scared. I'm gonna get too big.
and I'm gonna join Mr. Olympia and
Flex.
no fucking chance. First think about beating me, then you can go on to them. But now you're just a skinny fat looking bitch. So get fucking bulking and don't just eat more. You have to eat more and go to the gym. If you just eat more, you're gonna end up fat. You have to work out. And this shit applies to every other category I've got on this list. You have to work out 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Depends on you and how much you want it. But you have to work out. Even if it hurts. What the fuck? You think just because it stings a little, it's gonna sting in the future just like that? Stop being afraid of pain. You're a fucking man. Don't be afraid of it. It's the good kind of pain. It will get you addicted to it. And it's better if you get addicted to the gym than addicted to junk. Now, I'm moving on to the second category, and it's the skinny category. If you find yourself in this category, you're probably afraid of bulking. Or you're not afraid of bulking, but you can't gain weight. Firstly, you are either afraid of losing your abs, or you're a skinny fucking bitch and you're not eating with your brain. Use your brain when you eat. So I'm gonna give you my strategy. If you cannot eat a lot, eat super dense caloric foods and eat them while doing something which preoccupies your brain. So like if you play video games with your friends, don't do it. It's not good for you. But let's say you do it. I used to do it when I was younger, when I was in my high school days. I used to play games with my bros and eat. And I didn't know I was eating really because I was so in the game, I didn't realize, oh damn, I'm eating feta cheese. And that's the superfood I'm gonna recommend to you if you're skinny and you can't gain weight at all. Feta cheese. You might develop 12 types of cancers from that shit, but it's the way I did it. So you combine feta cheese with bread. Fucking nuclear bombs level of calories. That's the fucking shit and it's absolutely delicious. Sorry, I used to be a fat bitch. I can't. Now, if you're skinny fat and fat, do not eat that shit. You're supposed to eat less caloric dense food. But if you're skinny, you have to eat caloric dense foods. And you have to do it when you have to not realize you're actually eating. You have to do it unconsciously. And don't just program your food 2 or 3 times per day. Eat in breaks. Like you eat a big slice of feta cheese now, 10 minutes, you're gonna eat again. 10 minutes, you're gonna eat again. 10 minutes, you're gonna eat again. Now you have to weigh that. This is why I said you should install MyFitnessPal. You weigh the whole block of feta cheese. And at the end of the day, when you have finished it, you now have the calories of the feta cheese and you know how much calories you ate, sorry. Same with the bread. So a Romanian bread, which is the thing we have, white bread here, is like a little, not little, it's about the size of this, my penis, and it has about 1,500 calories. That shit is fucking nuts. 1,500 calories for a piece of bread like this. You don't realize the amount of sugar and shit and carbs this shit has. It will make you insane. But it's a sacrifice you must do because you're skinny and you can't eat or you feel like puking. Dirty bulk for a few months so you gain some fat, because the more fat you have, the more hungrier you're gonna be. Don't be afraid of losing your abs. So here's the thing about that. If you don't work them out, you won't have them anyway. And that's the thing. You probably have abs just because you're really skinny. But if you had a lot more weight on you, you probably wouldn't even be able to see them because you don't work them out. So get your lazy ass up, go to the store, grab a big bucket of cheese. Could be feta cheese or could be not. Just cheese and bread. That's what you're gonna do for winter. And now, for the kings and queens of the most fucked up category and the most widespread category in this entire world is the fat people. Now, if you find yourself in this category, you're probably the worst off at the worst possible start. Not entirely if you're actually really fat and work out, but it's probably the worst start if you want to have an aesthetic body. Now, here's the thing, what I recommend for you, and I don't care what anybody else says. If you're fat, you should focus on either remaining at the same weight or gaining a little bit because you need that muscle base. And you probably are fat but don't have it. Or have it but not enough. So either gain a little bit more weight or remain at the same weight and for a few months work your ass off to gain more muscle mass. You might lose weight in the process, and that's perfectly normal. It might be water weight or it might be fat. But for a fat person, you're gonna have to work your ass off the most. You're gonna have to motivate yourself every single day because this probably might be the hardest one to go from fat to aesthetic. For skinny fat people, at least you understand. You gain weight and then you cut that back down. And for skinny people, you just gain weight. But for fat people, it's kind of harder on your mental as well because you have to eat a lot less and then you have to look at photos of yourself. When I started the gym 3 months ago, I was at 88 kg and I didn't really have much muscle base because I didn't work out in such a long time. I used to work out to about 2 years in high school. So I gained my muscles back fairly easily in like 3 weeks. This was the hardest shit I've ever done. It doesn't compare to gaining weight. The mental fortitude you have to possess is the highest of them all. And if you're currently going through this fat loss phase, I am 100% sure you got this. You can do it. Because I could. Because a loser like me could. I went from a fat, unattractive, bitch-ass loser to someone who has 1 workout, 2 workouts, 3 workouts in his program. This is the level of motivation you're gonna have to possess. I'm not saying that being skinny or being skinny fat doesn't take a lot of effort to help recalibrate your body to get to a very aesthetic physique. But in my experience, losing fat is probably the hardest one. And for the love of God, track your weight with photos. You don't understand how much that helped me. Seeing the numbers go down, seeing progress. You must be able to see your progress. If you don't see progress, you'll either stagnate or you'll yo-yo back to your initial weight. And I don't want that for you. I want you to keep getting better and better, because this is a hard journey and we have to push ourselves and we have to help ourselves. If you want to join my Patreon, it's down in the description below. We can talk more personally, have deep discussions about this, because this is a journey you shouldn't be alone on.